Welcome to Spoiler Warning, everybody. I'm Seamus.
I'm Josh.
I'm Rootscar.
I'm Mumbles.
And I'm Chris.
And we're playing Until Dawn. And I know nothing about this game other than it's a spooky game about teenagers getting picked off by a crazy killer. And is that guy listening to dubstep? Like, is he got like
this is
earbuds
future
in?
technology.
You can be listening
this is
whatever.
future technology that allows Josh to manipulate Peter Stormare's face in real time.
Here?
This is the future, guys. This is the fucking killer app.
Maybe it's up here.
Gaming has arrived.
Or there. I don't know. Maybe. What is that?
Is it up there?
Huh?
Is it down there?
Why don't you make
That's
him look
interesting.
wistfully upward as if contemplating his own divinity, or look downward to give him a hint of menace? Menacing Stormare, the Stormy Stormare.
Now he's following a bee. Oh,
Let's
no.
just can
God.
can we start this? Can we start this game now?
This is Until
Okay.
Dawn.
So I haven't.
Yes.
Yeah, so I haven't. I literally have not played this, and I wasn't kidding. I know nothing about what happens in this game, other than, just the back of the box pitch of teenagers
And we're gonna
trying
keep
to
it that
escape
way.
something.
We're going to keep
Same.
it that way. We're not actually going to spoil anything in this game until it happens, which I guess is the same way as saying we're not going to spoil anything.
Yeah. Chris and I are the only two who have actually played this game. Rutskarn has watched a Let's Play of this game, so that's basically where we are.
I wish I'd played it, honestly, but no
So
regret.
this is it bills itself sort of as an interactive movie, which is, it works pretty well as that.
I have some thoughts on the game's use of branching choices and branching storyline, which I actually don't want to get into until later. But I do want to say that this is an excellent example of the kind of game it is. And I think that the kind of game it is a totally valid game that we need more of.
It's a sort of David Cage kind of experience, but I feel like it does
David
Cage stuff better than
no.
David Cage.
It's much better.
No.
Oh, okay. It's like, what if David Cage wasn't a lunatic? Is that what you're saying?
What
Or
if David
if he was
Cage
just
didn't try to do
better at
everything
it?
himself and also ruin everything himself?
Oh, this is pretty.
No.
Oh, that's not pretty. I think the guy with the knife came in after I said it was pretty, just in case the timing's off there.
Don't you guys think?
All right, Seamus, I need to know your thoughts on these teens as the teens develop and are presented.
All must die. Wait,
Okay, well, that's good
teenagers should be
baseline.
nurtured.
Just because his class president.
Do you even have
So,
subtitles on,
I
Josh?
forgot to turn on subtitles. Can I
Yeah,
hit
okay.
skip here without-
Technical
I'm gonna wait until we get
difficulties.
gameplay. I'm gonna wait until we get gameplay before I hit, before I try to bring up subtitles so we don't accidentally skip this.
Hannah!
The mocap in this game is really good. It's all like big performance capture. And it looks really great.
Oh boy.
Like,
Mike?
Jesus, be
Hannah.
careful with that candle.
Hey, Hannah.
Put it right on the door.
Okay, we're about to come to a gameplay segment, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we didn't really miss anything.
Did you see that?
Nothing conclusive has been established yet.
This weekend. Josh.
Yeah, Josh.
Josh? Oh,
Josh.
oh my God! I forgot
Yeah.
there's a
Do we get to
character
kill
named
a
Josh in this game. Oh
we get
my
to kill a
God!
Josh.
Yeah.
We get to
This
kill a
is so
Josh.
awesome.
yo.
This is gonna be a season, alright.
Can we please
This is
kill
going to be a
Josh?
season to remember.
How long?
I don't
okay,
care
we need a
about
countdown
anything
timer.
else.
Time until Josh dies. That's all I want from this season. How long until Josh dies?
God damn it.
But there's also
I
a
will
Chris,
say that this
for the
is-
record.
This is one of the very few
All right, I'll
games
take
that I feel
I'll
like
take that as a bonus. But the important thing is
Yeah.
that Josh dies. Yeah.
this
That's
is one
just
of very
gravy.
few games that I would say nails the current look
Jeez,
and
Josh.
sounds and smells of modern teenagers.
Once again, brother, you've outdone us all.
Yeah,
Gang
This is like the
millennials
old
always getting murdered by axe-murderers.
Oh
ruining
no,
the
is Josh
economy.
Mr. Robot? Is Josh Mr. Robot? Oh no.
Yeah.
I like
Yes,
Mr.
no,
Robot.
he is.
It's one of the few.
no.
It's one of the few examples I think that really benefits from the
Oh my
mocap
God.
because they are
What
obviously
did my
actual
sister get
actors,
herself into
and then they're
now?
dressed like teenagers would be, which I think, to Rutskarn's point,
I got your
they
note.
at least look like TV show teenagers.
Is that Shield?
Maybe
Guy?
we should start with a little.
Maybe?
You know, making out.
It
Who is Shield guy?
is. That's fucking. Excuse my language. Freaking. Oh, the bad guy.
We're still doing this?
Yes, we're still doing this. What?
Wait,
Oh,
I'm
he's
not
the bad
old enough to
guy.
see this.
Oh my god!
What's his name?
Actually, you're too old to see it.
What are you
Oh,
doing
look,
here?
teenagers are shitheads.
Oh no, a teen bully!
Let's all get
So
out of
much.
here.
Grant,
Stupid
he is Grant Ward.
Grant Ward. It's
Sure.
Grant Ward, everybody. He's not a teenager. He's old.
Wow, these guys are jerks. Wow, what assholes. I see they're sort of priming you to want to see these kids die.
Yeah, about that.
s-
But they
wake
also
me up.
establish...
Come on, Josh. Get with the
That's
game.
also a nice way of establishing that one character, the blonde character, like, I think Hannah, isn't in on it, right? So it sort of sets up the
no,
dichotomy
that's
between...
Sam.
What the hell?
Sam. No, yeah, Sam, that's right. It establishes, like, the dichotomy between
Hannah!
Sam and the rest of the teenagers.
What's going on? Where's my sister going?
It's fine. She just can't take a joke.
It implies she wasn't really in on it, like, 100%.
What did you do?
We're just messing around, Beth.
It was just a prank.
You
It was
jerk.
just an attempt to humiliate you for our own amusement. Why are you so
Bro.
upset?
Should we go after her?
You know, I kind of think you're the last person she wants to see right now, Mike.
Oh, I like Sam.
So we got quick time events.
Gee.
Generally, they work in the
Oh,
game.
fun.
Fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, very simple, very streamlined decision making. But some of these times you really are under the gun. Like
Yeah,
the
and
timers can
often
take
you don't
down
know.
pretty
Under a
quick.
gun.
Yeah.
Noise, obviously.
It's one of the interesting approaches the game takes is that a lot of the QuickTime event it's mostly QuickTime events for gameplay, but you're never sure which ones are ones that are sort of trivial false choices and which ones really matter. And that not knowing
And there are
drives a lot
choices
of
that
it.
actually do matter in this game. It's
Yeah.
possible to have
Damn it, Hannah.
everybody
Where
die,
are you?
and it's also possible to have everybody live.
Well, there's choices that impact story, and then there's also choices that impact literally whether you live or die in action sequences. So there's like
Yeah.
the kinds of QuickTime events where like you screw up and then a murderer
Oh,
chops
right.
your head
This
off,
game has the PS4 touchpad thing that
and then
I
there's
was
agree.
like
such a great
choices
feature
where
they added to their controller.
there are choices
Because that's
where
the
if
great
you,
thing
like,
about
say
a
something,
controller is when you have to take your hand off of the operative functions of the controller to engage a completely novel function.
It's a really good touchpad, actually. With PS4 Windows, the sort of homebrew Windows adaptation for it, you can actually use it as a mouse replacement. But
I
like
wanna play
they
this
don't
game.
use it at all in.
It's not too
You
late.
just want to
for
kill
it.
Josh.
you know, Mumbles, there's a VR
No.
game based on this game.
Oh no.
Oh, what
We'll
happens
do
in
it.
it?
It's kind of spoilery, so we won't go into it here. We'll cover it later.
But is it like just this full game, or is it like some kind of like
no,
vertical
it's
slice kind
a roller coaster
Yeah.
shooter game, but it's about characters from this game.
Cool.
Wait, what? Roller coaster
Cool.
shooter?
I
Reviews
just
were
saying
not
what it
good.
is.
So, something you get in this game is you get totems, and these show you like potential death scenes and whatever, and also unlock the events of the past segment here.
Yeah, this was kind of an interesting meta mechanic. So the idea is, yeah, you get like little glimpses of what choice you might want to make, but it's really not one-to-one with like what
you can also
need
see
to
all
do.
of
Ooh, collectibles.
You can also see all of the potential choices and results here that will show up through the game, and these will get filled in as you progress through it. But yeah,
I
you
can't
see
promise
the-
I'm going to be blind through this whole game, you guys. I might pick this up as soon as this is over.
That's fine.
It is a
That's
really
fine.
cool game.
This is a good game. Play the game.
It looks
you
great. Yeah.
You find these totems, and they can potentially like give you an idea of what to do in a certain situation in order to avoid getting killed.
I see.
Yeah, it's really kind of. It's like they knew that if the choices were totally random and arbitrary, then that would feel bullshit. But if they were really easy, then like people wouldn't like it, and it's a really difficult balance. So they kind of include this meta mechanic where like you get a hint
so
as to what the right
neat.
choice is that is outside
it's
your
so
actual
cool.
knowledge of what would be smart. Yeah.
Anna. Oh my
I'm
God,
getting a
you
sense
must
of
be
deja vu.
freezing. Here, take my coat. I'm such an idiot. I'm so dumb.
So, for the record,
Anna, Beth,
she's not an idiot, and her friends are jerks.
Yeah.
Yes.
No, they're awful.
This game
people.
definitely sort of
That should
plays
be
up
clear.
the jerk teenagers in a horror film thing.
Oh no.
Oh no, the cell phone.
I mean, it's not like they're the worst teenagers, but they're doing the worst shit and just happen to be dumb teenagers.
This is teenagers
I mean,
at their. This is when teenagers get
Yeah.
bad. This is them at their
Yeah.
worst. We've cut these people at a
Teenagers
very
are already
time.
bad. Yeah.
Damn teenagers always falling off of cliffs. Damn millennials.
And the other thing is, it feels like teenage activities, right? Like, not this, obviously, but like the idiotic pranks that go a little too far.
My generation didn't hang off of cliffs.
So what are your thoughts about this scene, Seamus? Drop Hannah or let go?
Oh, I would try and I would. Oh, I see. You
no.
have the option to. Oh. I actually had no idea what to do there.
Oh, I lied. These guys die. These guys die
Well.
regardless.
Really?
Either
no matter
way.
what they die?
Yeah, they have to die to set up the rest of the story.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
the
the
ways
exciting
that scene
intro
can go
sequence.
are one,
I see.
nothing wrong with me. Two, nothing wrong with me. Nothing wrong
Oh
with
my
me.
God, Red Star
Something's
Star.
got to give. Oh,
No.
let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the
Oh
floor.
my god.
Hey, here's the guy, but he's not listening to dubstep now.
Control. You have to accept this in order to move forward.
Oh wow, the animation on his face is making me think of L.A. Noir. That's how good that is. That's amazing.
It's like
looking.
it's way better than L.A. Noir.
Yeah.
And they
Yeah,
picked
yeah,
the
but the
best
lip
possible
sync-
face.
Yeah.
But the lip sync is amazing. It's the lip
Yeah,
sync
yeah.
is always off in video games. This is better than even Naughty Dog's lip sync. This is really good.
Oh.
Please don't kiss me. Please respect my personal space.
Please kiss
I like
me,
you as
Peter
a friend.
Stormare.
I feel like this game would work in VR, just like straight up as it is. Like you'd have to change some of the way the camera stuff works, but
You'd have like this voyeuristic view of these teenagers running around the scene.
yeah.
As you'd be way up in the air, like this helicopter view of them.
You will always find a way to work through it.
Well, like, there's not a whole lot of like movement
I love his
stuff.
voice.
Yes!
Start with a simple exercise. Could you please pick up a card?
Oh man, what a
And I
great
want you to look
casting
at the picture on
idea.
the other side and tell me what you feel.
I love his teeth. I love like how he curls his lips
know.
back from his
Honestly,
teeth.
In order to get the most
Oh,
It's like they're
it's so
staring into
cool.
your soul.
Okay.
So I love this. They set up that early scene, it's like, okay, this is cool, but this is standard. But now they're throwing you into a first-person sequence where you're talking to a therapist, and now you don't know what the game's doing. Like, it's
Yeah.
really kind of messing with your expectations and keeping you guessing.
Makes me
This is
happy.
how you write a video game that, like, keeps you on the edge of your seat, keeps you focused on each cutscene, on each event. by making you not know what happens next, but by ultimately preserving a thoroughfare, like a plot line that's comprehensible and all fits together.
Which word?
So right now the game's cashing a check, and we hope it'll, like, the check will be good, that it'll actually all fit together and, like, amount to something that's greater than the sum of its parts.
Scares me.
And we'll see, but, you know.
Afraid? Really? That's interesting. Where I come from, way up north in Sweden, the nights are 18 hours long. And why do you think you're afraid of the dark?
Wow, this guy is like
great
pegging
casting.
the creepometer.
The whole game has excellent casting.
Yeah, I mean, it did the what was the movie Starship Troopers thing of casting what were at least at the time kind of obnoxious teenage actors. I know the guy that's now in Mr. Robot is a little bit more respected, but like Hayden Panettiere or whatever is in this, and
I like her a lot though.
Mr. Robot was in the Pacific.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the guy who prized a
He was
gold
also in
tooth out of a
Heathers.
dying Japanese soldier.
Get it? Because Mr. Robot is more than one actor. Anyone? Just me? Okay. Alright.
I haven't actually seen the show. I need to see it.
Yeah.
Alright, well, the people at home will get it. They'll get the joke.
I've heard good things. I want to watch it, but
So what do you think about that scene, Seamus? You have any thoughts on what that meant and what that adds up to?
No, I'm baffled.
Any thoughts about the choices we made?
No, they didn't.
Song's so rad.
Sorry.
They all felt kind of arbitrary. I felt like I wanted to know like what was really being. I felt like I didn't know enough, and that it was all just random. Now that's not necessarily bad because we're in the first scene, and it is a horror game. This isn't like an RPG where you're expected to make informed decisions, so that's okay. But the question, other than the feeling of creepiness and unease, none of that really felt meaningful to me. It felt like, well, I'm just gonna pick, I don't know, random crap because I have nothing to base this on.
Yeah, I like the song.
Like I said, this basically bills itself as a movie.
Well, as far as interactive movies go, it's a really good movie, and the gameplay elements all add to it. And I think that's how you do it.
I think it helps that it's a genre piece, and being able to conform to genre conventions helps sell that it's a movie that works. Because if it was like a straight up drama, I think it might be a little bit more weird.
Being able to play to genre conventions. But yeah, no, I totally agree.
On Mount Washington. Annie Klein was in charge of the investigation.
Thanks for having
Mount
me.
Washington, what state does this take place in?
This is Washington.
1 year ago,
I
Schneider,
think
Washington
it's
girls left
somewhere in the
their parents'
northwest.
lodge and headed out into a station.
Foul play.
Not officially.
Somewhere in
this
the
was
Rockies,
Canada.
One
presumably.
individual we're considering as a person of
Oh,
interest, but his whereabouts
Canada.
are currently unknown. He has an interesting history with the Washington family. He had warned them against pursuing their construction project and claimed the land was sacred to his
We're gonna run into Alan Wake going the other way.
It's definitely Pacific Northwest, anyway.
I gotta go write my book.